Hi everybody, I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based right outside of Washington, D.C. But my clients are all over the United States. Some are even outside the United States. We help with so many different types of green card applications and visas. The only thing our firm does is help with U.S. immigration law. So that's helping people get permission to be here in the United States legally or come to the United States legally. We help with change of status, extension of status, help you with green cards if you're here on a temporary visa, or if you're out of status, we help you screen and figure out if there's a way for you to stay here legally, to get a work permit, and apply for a green card ultimately if you qualify. If you would like to call our office, give us a call. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. I come on here to answer questions. We have a lot of people reach out to us and they just kind of have immigration general questions. And this is an opportunity for me to answer them for you. I'm streaming live on multiple platforms. I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube right now, Instagram, Facebook, and if you don't follow us or like us on all of these platforms, go ahead and do so, because when I come on live, then you will be notified. If you have friends or family that might be interested in immigration, that might be interested in joining me today live to ask questions, go ahead and share this post with them. But make sure to like us and follow us so you can be notified every time I go live. So again, thank you guys for joining me. Say hello if you are joining me for the first time. I would love to chat with you a little bit about your immigration questions. Of course, any immigration knowledge that I'm sharing today is not specific to you. It is general in nature because I don't know your immigration history. But if you want to talk about your specific case, I would say call us. Schedule a consultation. We're doing them by phone, by Zoom, and in person. They're usually about 30 minutes long. We don't really cut it off at a certain time. Today I went over quite a bit, unfortunately, and was late to a couple of meetings. So for those of you that scheduled a consultation today and talked to me and I was a few minutes late, I'm so sorry, but thank you for being so flexible. But again, my point is, we schedule them for 30 minutes at a time. We go over your immigration history, we go over your immigration goals and any kind of obstacles, and see if we're able to figure out a way for you to get status here in the US, for you to be able to get a work permit, perhaps a green card, and ultimately US citizenship, which is one of the most exciting things for us as a firm. Okay, go ahead and put your questions in. I'll answer them. I want to start off with my question of the day, which is which is a question that sometimes comes to us through different avenues. Clients, some of you here have spurred the idea, and I want to share it with everyone as a group so you can benefit from something like this and get a better understanding of just immigration generally. Okay, one of the most common types of cases that we file is a VAWA case, which is basically for people who are married to U.S. citizens or green card holders. They are living with them. It was a real marriage. It was not just for immigration purposes, and they are suffering abuse at the hands of their U.S. citizen or green card holder spouse. Okay, sometimes people enter here on a green card. They have a 2-year green card, and then they realize that their relationship is abusive, that their spouse is abusive towards them, and the spouse will start to threaten to cancel that green card, to threaten to have them deported. So they come to us with very limited options. They're scared of calling the authorities, and they're putting up with all sorts of sometimes physical abuse, but most of the time emotional abuse, psychological and verbal abuse. So they're here on a green card, and their spouse is kind of threatening them, threatening to harm them, getting upset with them, calling them names, being derogatory, and threatening to cancel their green card. So one of the questions that we get is, can my spouse cancel my green card? Can my spouse cancel my green card? So the answer to that is your spouse can certainly call USCIS or call and report immigration fraud if they feel that there is immigration fraud, right? But if you married your spouse with the intention of building a life with them, with the intention of being with them, the fact that that marriage didn't work out is okay. You can still be in the US. You can still apply for a permanent 10-year green card if you had that a 2-year green card, right? You can still apply for that permanent 10-year green card even if your spouse no longer wants to be with you. If they're threatening to call you, you have the right to leave, and you can apply for that 10-year green card on your own. These are a couple of other things to remember. You don't have to wait until close to the end of that 2-year period to apply for that 10-year green card if there's abuse in your marriage, right? This is a way for you to get independence and freedom to leave your marriage if you want, or if you want to stay in it until you get a 10-year green card, just to make sure you have some certainty and some stability before you leave your spouse. You are welcome to do that too. There's no requirement that you leave your spouse, but it gives you the ability to apply for a 10-year green card and be independent of your spouse. They won't even know unless you want to share with them, right? Unless you share with them or you share with others and they find out through another mechanism, you're able to apply for that waiver based on the abuse in your marriage. You're able to apply for that 10-year green card without your spouse even knowing or being involved if you're in this abusive relationship. So if we can help you with that, please reach out to us. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney. I help clients all throughout the United States with their immigration applications. We give them immigration advice and help strategize on how to get them that work permit, that green card, and ultimately U.S. citizenship. Okay? Great. Mr. Mohit is saying, I filed VAWA 3 months ago and my fingerprints are next week, but I don't have my prima facie yet. Usually, in our cases, we do get prima facie first before we get an appointment for fingerprinting, excuse me. So in terms of the VAWA time frame, if you're wondering what the VAWA time frame is, it usually is about a month to 6 weeks before we get receipt notices for the VAWA applications. After that, we receive a prima facie determination, which is sort of like a pre-approval of your case before background checks are run, and then we get an appointment for fingerprinting. Okay, if we can help you with your VAWA case, give us a call, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. For those of you that are watching here now, feel free to schedule a consultation right now. If you would like, you could go on our Facebook page. You can go on our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. You can do either and see my availability and schedule your consultation right now. I know we will have very limited spots available for this week, but we do have availability, significant availability for next week. If you would like to get on my calendar and we can chat about your immigration situation, we can go through your immigration history and come up with various options for you to remain legally in the U.S. Sometimes many of our clients don't even know that they had options available to them. Okay, so especially if you're married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder who's not willing to help you with your immigration case, is not willing to sponsor you, you can certainly see if you're eligible to apply on your own for a work permit and a green card without the help of your spouse. You can reach out to us, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Mr. Tusk said, I filed a 751 based on cruelty and divorced. Can I remarry my girlfriend, American, while waiting for my application to be adjudicated? That is a great question. Technically, yes, Mr. Tusk, technically yes, but I would wait until you have a 10-year green card before you get remarried. So you are certainly able to remarry if you are divorced from your spouse and if you have a waiver of the joint filing requirement filed, but your case will appear stronger. This is what I would say. Your case will look stronger, I think, without remarriage. It's not a requirement, but certainly if it were me, I would wait. It's up to you, however, and we can certainly talk about your situation, how long you were married, what evidence you have when you submitted, and all of this might make a difference in how I advise you. So I'm giving you general information. I'm an immigration attorney. I do help many people with these types of cases. So if I can help you and talk more specifically about your immigration situation, call us for a consultation. This way I can ask questions and get your immigration history, and we'll be able to give you some very specific advice directed at you. Okay, my name again is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm a lawyer, an immigration lawyer, and I'm in Arlington, Virginia, which is outside of Washington, D.C., but we help clients all throughout the United States in all types of immigration applications. Okay? Thanks so much for joining me, you guys, on TikTok. I will get to you. I'm trying to get through some questions here. I have them all over on many different platforms, and I very much appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm hoping that you find this helpful. If you don't already follow us or like us, make sure you follow us and like us on our social media platforms. We're on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and the handle is Agarwal Immigration. If you have friends or family that might be interested in talking about immigration or learning about immigration with us, make sure you share this with them. And of course, if you'd like to schedule a consultation, you can do that directly on our Facebook page or our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Okay? Awesome. Let's see if I'm missing any questions over here. Okay. I will be scrolling through some of these. What are the chances of VAWA approval after prima facie? Oh, that's a great question, and I get it a lot. What are the chances of VAWA approval after the prima facie determination? So a prima facie determination is like a pre-approval of your case. So they look at your application and they say you have all of the elements to make your case approvable, but they want to run the background checks and they want to see if you filed applications previously and if everything lines up. Okay, so they are still going to do that, but getting that prima facie is awesome. It's the best thing that can happen to you in your VAWA case. So it's a really strong indication that you have what it takes, likely, to be approved, but it does have to go through other checks, and if there may be additional requests for evidence, so you don't know, but the prima facie approval is a great step. Okay, I hope that's helpful. It doesn't necessarily mean that your case is definitely going to get approved, but it's the great first step in a VAWA case. Hope that is helpful. Give us a call if we can answer any VAWA questions or help you file your VAWA case. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. And if you'd like to schedule a consultation, you can do that right now. You can call the office, 703-348-1663, or you can go online on our website, agarwalimmigration.com, or on our Facebook page, Agarwal Immigration, and we can you can schedule right there. My availability will be right there, and you can make the payment and schedule just at that point. All right. Okay, Jose says, I requested help from a senator and a congressperson, and they said the case is at NRC. What can I do? So other than requesting for information on where your case is located, you did the great thing by contacting your senator and your congressman. They can get additional information about your case. But other than suing the government, which we can talk to you about, usually that is the most you can do, other than submit inquiries, constantly follow up about your case. That is what you can do without having to file a lawsuit. But if you want things moving very quickly, you do have the option of filing a lawsuit to compel the government to make a decision on your case. So if you think about filing a lawsuit, and we can certainly talk with you about the steps and what is involved, but if you want to do that, you want to make sure you have a strong case, because a lawsuit to force a decision is just forcing a decision. It doesn't mean that it necessarily will be a good decision, right? So think about it. Let's assess whether you have a strong case. Let's assess if that's the right step for you, and you want to take usually other approaches to get your case moving. Make sure you've hit all of them before you consider filing a lawsuit against the government to make a decision on your case. Okay, if you want to reach out to us, you can. Please do so. You can call our office at 703-348-1663, or you can schedule a consultation with me on Zoom. It can either be, a Zoom consultation, a phone consultation, or an in-person consultation. You can book an appointment on our Facebook page or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. And a reminder, if you don't already follow us on our social media pages, make sure that you do. And if you want to share this with others that might be interested in immigration, that want to join us for this conversation when I'm on live again, please make sure you share this with them as well. Okay? New Magni is saying, what is the VAWA proceeding time? I think you mean, what is the VAWA processing time? That's a great question. So in terms of VAWA, there are a few things that you need to be aware of in terms of processing time. So the first thing that most people are excited about is the work authorization, which can take anywhere between 6 months and 8 months from the time we apply. The next thing is the VAWA approval, which allows you to be here permanently in the U.S. and have work authorization based on a VAWA permanently in the U.S., right? So that usually takes about 1 year to 1.5 years for approval, sometimes even 2 years for approval, okay? But you have a work permit during that time if you do also qualify for adjustment of status. So you have the work permit sooner, and then you will get the VAWA approval and then a green card if you're eligible, usually about 2 to 2.5 years after we apply. Hope that is helpful. Call us if we can help you, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. You can schedule a consultation right now if you would like on our Facebook page or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Okay? Hi, Ali. Mohit says, we have a baby together and I have a police report. Those are all really strong pieces of evidence for a VAWA case. I don't know if I can't tell you for sure, Mohit, is your VAWA going to be approved if you have a baby together and you have a police report, right? Because there are several requirements for VAWA, and we want to make sure that the application was prepared in a strong manner, that the declaration highlights all the various types of abuses. So it depends on the evidence that was submitted, so it's hard to say, but the stuff that you've told me, the baby obviously says that it's a real marriage, not just for immigration purposes, and a police report is helpful depending on what it says, right? And you want to make sure everything in that police report is consistent with your application, with all of the facts included in your application. If the police report says they don't live together, but you have a date that says you live together for X amount of time, that's an inconsistency that would need to be explained in your declaration. So this is a lot of things that get missed sometimes. The government is looking to see if there are inconsistencies in your application, if something doesn't make sense, is there potential fraud, right? That is what they're trying to spot and figure out. Are you being honest? Or is there any evidence of fraud on the surface in this VAWA application? So you want to make sure that sometimes it's completely unintentional. You got the dates wrong, or maybe the police took something wrong, right? But you want to be able to spot that and explain that. That is part of what makes a very strong application, and that's part of the point of using an attorney in something like a VAWA case, in any kind of immigration case, right? So if you use an attorney, you have a team that is looking for this. You have several people that are reviewing your application. You have people that know what the common mistakes are. So they can spot these for you. They can bring it up to you. We can explain it and we can figure out next steps if there's an issue with any of the documentation that you have. So sometimes it's really great to have documentation, but sometimes it can result in additional inconsistencies. And of course, you need to explain that if it's there in your application. So I hope that's helpful to you, Mohit. If you need help with your VAWA case, or anyone else watching here would like to file a VAWA, see if you're eligible, give us a call. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Shahid is saying, hi, are we live right now? Yes, Shahid, yes, we are live right now. If you want to ask a question, go ahead and put the question in. I would love to chat with you more about whatever immigration questions you have. I will not be on for too much longer, but I will try to get through most of these questions that you guys have already dropped in here. Okay? Oh, awesome. Sandeep here on TikTok says that they received a T visa approval. When can I file a green card? Awesome. So T visas are usually issued for 4 years. You can file a green card usually after 3 years. Some people are eligible for what's called early adjustment. You might be eligible for that. So that's something you want to think about, and you would get a green card much sooner. Call us if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. 348-1663. You can schedule a consultation with us on our Facebook page or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Godchild is saying, I'm in removal proceedings, I'm undocumented, I'm studying, please help. You may have options available to you. So when you're in removal proceedings, there are a couple of things you want to think about. One, what are the allegations against you? Are they true? Are they not true? Is there anything that you can do to rebut these allegations, right? So the first thing you want to do is see, why is the government saying that you're removable? Is that right? Or is everything that they're saying true? Or can you contest that in any way? That's the first thing you should do. The second thing is, what relief options are available to you? That's the second thing you need to look at. And what proof do you have available to you? So those are the things you should consider when you are in removal proceedings. I'm going to tell you, we limit the number of removal cases that we take on because we want to be able to devote a lot of time and energy to them. Our prices are usually, in terms of removal, significantly higher than some other attorneys, right? But we do put in a lot of effort, a lot of work in a removal case, because at the end of the day, this is your life, and you want to have an attorney that is focused on helping you remain here in the U.S. So if you have a volume-based attorney, in my opinion, they may not be able to devote as much time as might be needed for your removal case. Sometimes they admit to things that maybe they could have contested. Just to speed things up, or if you have strong relief options available, maybe they don't contest some of the allegations. I like the approach of taking every avenue that you have to succeed and remain here legally in the U.S. That is my approach. I am very thorough. My team is very thorough, and that's kind of our approach to all of the immigration applications that we submit. Okay, give us a call if we can help you. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. We do help clients with immigration applications, all types of immigration applications, no matter where they are located in the U.S. Okay? Shahid is saying, Pratibha, can you advise on laborer, food counter attendants, or farm worker jobs available? I can't tell you what jobs are available, Shahid. However, I can tell you the process for the visa type. So usually the employers are the ones that contact us that do that sponsor folks. So unfortunately, I can't help you with that. But if you have questions regarding the visa type, we help with immigration. We only do immigration work, so we don't do staffing or anything like that. Okay, I'm sorry. Good luck with finding a job. If we can help you with immigration related questions, I'm happy to reach out to you. I'm happy to connect with you on that. And if you want to schedule a consultation, you're always welcome to do that. Reach out to us on our Facebook page or on our website. Best of luck to you. I'm thinking of you, and I know that job search can be really hard, especially when we are international workers. All right. I filed an I-130 7 months ago, and I have an asylum interview in October. Should I do the asylum interview? You can do the asylum interview if you want. I would suggest doing it, because if you don't do it, then you may be referred to court and put in removal proceedings, right? So prepare a strong asylum case. Go in and talk about how you qualify for asylum. I would take an attorney with you, because asylum can be, there's a high denial rate if you don't have the right evidence or the right, if you're not prepped for it. So that's something you definitely want to think about. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm gonna let you go. I am on here quite frequently. Actually, I want to answer a couple other questions before I have them here. So let me answer a couple more questions before I head out. And if you have something quick, go ahead and put it in there. I'm gonna drop off in the next 5 minutes or so. This is a question I get a lot, and I want to make sure I cover it for you. So, does a divorce affect my green card status, right? Does a divorce affect my green card status? So if you have a green card, a 2-year green card, and then you get divorced, it's okay. You can still apply for a 10-year green card. You can do it based on the divorce, where you'd have to show that your marriage was real and not just for immigration purposes. You can do it based on abuse in the marriage. That's fine too, right? You can do it based on multiple avenues as well. So call us if we can help you with that, but a divorce generally is not going to impact your green card status. If you are filing for a green card for the first time, you're married to a U.S. citizen, you're divorced, and you've never had a green card application, you've never had a green card filed, you can still apply for your green card potentially on your own without the help of your spouse, as long as you apply within 2 years of the divorce. All right, guys, 2 years of the divorce. So if your spouse never filed for your green card, you got divorced, there's abuse in your marriage, and that can be emotional, verbal, psychological, you had problems in your marriage, call us and see if you're eligible. But if you're eligible, you can potentially file for a VAWA within 2 years of that divorce. So the clock is ticking. If you're divorced, you should think about whether or not you're eligible to apply for a green card on your own without the help of your spouse, because you would have to do it within 2 years of the final divorce. Call us if we can help you, 703-348-1663. You can also schedule a consultation on our Facebook page or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Guys, if you don't already follow us or like us, make sure that you follow us and like us on our social media pages. And if you have friends or family that is interested in joining us for this type of conversation for immigration-related questions, please share this post with them so they can also be informed. They can also be notified when we are on live again. Okay? All right. I received my green card through marriage. When can I remarry and sponsor my new spouse? When can I remarry and sponsor my new spouse? So let's say you received a green card through marriage, but that marriage didn't work out, and now you have a green card, right? And you want to marry someone. They could be abroad, or they might be here in the U.S., and you want to be able to sponsor them. So the one thing you want to know is you want to have strong evidence that that first marriage that got you that green card was real and not just for immigration purposes, right? Because it's an indication, it's a red flag. If you have a green card, you got your green card through marriage maybe not even that long ago, you're now divorced and you're ready to get remarried, USCIS is going to look at that first application to make sure that there was no fraud involved, that it was a real marriage, that it was not just for immigration purposes. Okay, so that's one thing. Make sure you keep all that evidence, things like joint finances, things like if you took trips together, if you have children together, you want to have birth certificates for those children, and make sure that you have that information to prove that that first marriage was not just for immigration purposes. For the second marriage, you can still sponsor someone else after you get divorced, obviously from your first husband or wife. You can still get remarried and sponsor someone else, but you want to wait 5 years as a green card holder before you sponsor that next person. If you do that, you should of course consider applying for citizenship as well, because the process can be much longer, because right now there's a wait time for green card holders to sponsor a spouse for a green card. Okay? Raja says, where are you? I am in Arlington, Virginia, right outside of Washington, D.C. Our clients can be anywhere in the U.S., so don't hesitate to reach out to us if you want to have a consultation by phone or by Zoom. We do many of our consultations by phone or by Zoom, and actually this week many people have come in person as well, so I would love to see you in person too, but we're in Arlington, Virginia, right outside of Washington, D.C. All right, guys, I hope everyone has a great afternoon, evening, and I will be on again. Make sure to follow us and like us if you don't already. We're on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and we'll be on again. And my name, if you don't know me already, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I'm based right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. Our clients are all throughout the United States. Okay? Hope you guys have a great evening, afternoon, and I will see you again very soon. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.